Welcome to this Hope to Go. Today I want to talk to you about hijacked. Have you ever felt like you're just kind of flying along in life and then challenges and situations just seem to overtake your life and take you in another direction? Well, today I want to help you get through that, overcoming life challenges. Number one, if you're going to get through those challenges, you got to understand something. Life can be difficult, but God is faithful. Listen to what the Apostle Paul says in Philippians 1:6. Laura Lynn spoke about it earlier. Being confident of this very thing, that he who has begun a good work in you will complete it until the very day and the coming of Christ. You know, there are all kinds of pains, and at some point in time, we will all experience some kind of pain in life. The Apostle Paul, who God used to write almost 3/4 of the New Testament, used the term or the idea that he often felt overwhelmed. Biblical scholars believe that he may have suffered from some type of emotional distress that plagued him throughout his entire ministry. What we are certain from 2 Corinthians 12:9 is this is what God reminds Paul, and he reminds us in our trials. My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. That's the first thing. But B, remember this, brokenness is not a bad word. This may be one of the most difficult truths for people going through pain or living with pain to comprehend. 2 Corinthians 1:9, the Living Translation says, in fact, we expected to die, but as a result, we stopped relying on ourselves and learned to rely on God, who raises the dead, and he did rescue us from mortal danger, and he will rescue us again. We have placed our confidence in him, and he will continue to rescue us. Boom! God is faithful to be a source of power and strength in our weakness. The very pain in your life that appears to be killing you right now is often the tool that God uses to bring beauty and blessing into your life. We stopped relying on ourselves and learned to rely on God, who raises the dead. That's resurrection power. The God who was faithful to deliver us in the past can be trusted in our future. And finally, C, God wants your life to tell a story. And you are helping us by praying for us, then many people will give thanks because God has graciously answered so many prayers for our safety. 2 Corinthians 1:11, that's the New Living Translation. Child of God, God is not only a God of healing, he is a God of supporting. God is honored when our lives are lived out in a daily recognition that he is the only one that enables us to get through our day. 1 Peter 5:7 says it this way, when our lives need to rely on God, we realize that what is out of our control is under his control. And God uses our brokenness to tell a story of his love, his enduring love and faithfulness to others. One of the problems with Christendom today and the Christian community is that we're afraid to talk about our brokenness. We feel like we are past the point of help, and we feel like we're failures, and we feel like we just let God down because our lives are marked with scars. Scars are not a sign of weakness. They're a sign of survival, child of God. Just look at Jesus. His scars mean victory, and that is your hope to go.